PlayFix will do the same for Web3 and for Cardano as WordPress has done for Web2. It will make the process of creating Dapps much easier, much simple, and much more accessible to everyone. PlayFix is a platform that allows you to leverage AI models and AI technology to create your own personalized Dapps. And in this video, we are going to have an interview with the founder, Tobias, and understand more about this platform. Hello, Tobias. Nice to have you here and to have you here explain a little bit more about PlayFix. And before we start and before we get really deep into it, I would love to know a little bit more about yourself, about your story, how you got into crypto, and how you came to build this company.
Yeah, sure. Hey, thanks for having me. So I've been in tech for about 20 years. I'm from the Seattle area and worked for kind of a bunch of the big major tech companies here. I started off my career working at Microsoft in their data centers. And then in about 2008, I ended up being an early employee at the Amazon's new cloud business, the AWS business. And really from that point on, it was about a 15 or so year career in cloud computing until around the year 2021, when I learned about Axie Infinity. And I think at that time it was kind of catching the crypto market by storm because, this new concept, play to earn, play a game and you can earn some tokens. And it was a new, very interesting model that they were coming out with. And as I explored what they were doing more, I kind of had the realization that most developers wouldn't be able to build what they have built if they're game developers, right? Game developers mostly work in Unity and other tools like that, and they have no, skills to build smart contracts and create token economies, etc. So at that time, we actually started our first project and built out an API platform for blockchain game developers. And that platform let these developers add, tokens, NFTs, and wallets to their games really, really easily. Like all you have to do is be a REST developer, know how to work with web APIs, and you could use our platform to add these features to your games. So that was how I got into crypto. Like before, I didn't hold any crypto, and I really got into it from a builder's point of view, trying to help make developers' lives simpler. And from there, there's a few things that happened. I won't get into it now, but the market went up and the market went down, and now that it's back, we're here building PlayFix, which is a pretty cool platform that I'm glad to talk about today.
Awesome. Sounds like a great story. And it's very different from the usual, right? Because you entered already focused on building, which is cool. It's refreshing to see. But coming to PlayFix, can you explain us what it is, what it does in
Yeah.
general?
Yeah, what we're doing is we're going to give, and we are giving everyday people, if you've got an idea for a project, but you don't have the technical capability to, let's say, build a smart contract or even code a website, we're giving people in that situation the ability to launch their project without having those skills. And they can do it using AI prompts. The way it works is pretty simple. If anybody has used ChatGPT, you can type in a prompt and it spits out text or images. In our case, you can describe what you want via a prompt, and then we will generate not just a web page, but a working Dapp. And right now we're supporting Cardano. So we have this rolling out for Cardano this month. And then down the line, it'll be support other EVM chains. And if you like, the reason why we did this is because, you look at the crypto and the space right now, and it's very technology and kind of marketing driven. On the technology side, a ton of work has been done, right? Like on the networking layer, there's obviously the big major chains, and then there's dozens and dozens of kind of L2s and other chains. But if you ask a lot of people that, that have something they want to do in this space, they typically don't have the funds or the skills to execute on it. And that's where we want to come in. We want to be that kind of in between for those people, and help them make their dreams a reality, really.
So cool. So basically, if I had to put it in one sentence, it's like a AI platform that allows you to build your own unique DApps, your personalized ideas, right?
That's right. That's correct. Yeah.
That's awesome. That really democratizes the access to blockchain, and like especially for businesses, right? Like small businesses or people who don't have that knowledge on how to code, but might want to use blockchain for some use case that would make their life better or more automated or more transparent, whatever it is. Yeah, that's really cool, I think.
Yeah, and the way that I think about it too, each iteration of the internet had some platform that came along and then opened up, the ability to use the internet in a new, awesome way to millions and millions of people, right? If you think about, in the beginning, before WordPress, and people wanted to create a blog or have a homepage, they couldn't really without knowing how to code. So WordPress comes along, and all of a sudden, millions of people can now find a home on the internet and write and publish things as much as they want. And then each stage, right? So it went from that, then eBay and Amazon did it for e-commerce, Twitter and Facebook did it for social. And then you kind of go down the line and see like every major, big leap, there was a platform that helped enable that. And so we want to be somewhere like that for crypto, right? Like give these tools to the millions of people who want to jump in but don't know how, and let them do it, see what they can create.
Yeah, it could be almost like the WordPress, but for the apps for Web3
That's right.
instead
Yeah.
of Web2, right? Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know that you have a little small demo of what you've already built for us. I think,
Sure.
I think you could show us that. That's amazing. I think images speak
Yeah.
more than words, right? So
Yeah, sure. So let's see if the demo gods will cooperate today.
we'll be on your side, right? Because
Yeah,
things may break with demos.
exactly. So this is our console here, and we have a couple other products. We have this thing called Sitebots. This allows you to create an AI agent that's like embedded on a page. So if you want to have an agent that can like help answer questions about your project, you can create one of these. And then we have another one called FlexiBots, which is similar, but it's really meant for like internal research and skill development. But today we're talking about the AI builder. So all you have to do is come, create a new project. And since Nike is such a popular meme coin, we're going to create a leaderboard for it. So let's go ahead and try this. You can hide this. So this is, oops, this is the editor. And on the left, we have, some other kind of menu systems like choosing a network, and our component library, but we're not going to use those right now. We're really going to just do everything with prompts. So the first one I'll show you guys how to build is actually not for Cardano. And I'm going to do this because it's really flashy and we've done a lot of artwork created for this page. This one is creating a hero section, so like the top section of a web page, that would allow users to buy a token. And so you can see I'm giving the prompt, and then I do have to supply some details. This is mainly stuff like the logo image, the menu. This is the actual token address on the blockchain that we're going to use to buy the token from, and a few other details that you can kind of read through here. So, right now we do have to specify these things, and you can imagine in the future we'll be at a point where a lot of this stuff could be created by the AI if you don't have it. Like if you don't have a logo, we might help you create that logo for your project. But for now, you have to have some of these things kind of ready. And then you just come over here and paste it in. So I've got the whole prompt there. And then click send, and our little wheel spins. And this is, our application working, right? It's communicating with a customized AI model. We're not creating our own models fresh, right? We do use some models that exist on the market, but we fine tune them, and we have a couple other processes that we use to make them do what we want, right? So this is the page. I'm going to go ahead and save it and preview it. And this one was for a project called Farmore, a Memecoin. And you can see here, I can connect my wallet, and it's going to go ahead and go off and do that. Since this process does take a little bit of time, I'm not going to go through the whole thing because we didn't come here to talk about Ethereum. But nonetheless, you can enter in the amount of tokens you want and then click buy, and then you would get them. But let's delete that. And I want to do some Cardano stuff. So the first thing we'll do for Cardano, let's just add a basic header. Let's get a wallet connect button for Cardano. So I enter that prompt in, and we will get the component back. This is a super basic one. I think now's probably a good time to talk about a little bit about how this system works. So we have, our job right now is to build out this like range of components that the AI can build out. So things like connecting wallets, DEX widgets, right, for swapping tokens. We'll have minting NFTs or minting tokens, just straight up selling things. So if you want to have a product a digital product that someone can buy with ADA, we'll have components that can support that kind of transaction. So like there's this whole realm of like Web3 features and components that we can support, as well as a wide variety of Web2 stuff, like just regular stuff you'd see on a page, like an image gallery or a footer or a header. So that's the kind of, I guess, how the application works, and you're seeing that play out here. So we have the header, and then now I want to create the leaderboard for Nike. So here again, just some more details, right? We have the asset ID on chain. We have a link to the Nike Twitter profile picture, as well as a few more things like the Twitter and the Telegram handle. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy that again and then paste that. And then let's see our leaderboard build out. So what you see here is pretty, it's pretty basic in terms of a style. And that's how we will ship these things, right? Like we'll just say, here's, black and white, simple gray colors, etc. And then as somebody's building out, they can specify colors and a bunch of other UI, I guess, just features and properties that they want to use. So yeah, so right now, and this is just our kind of, I guess you might just call it our product roadmap. Like, hey, let's just get the stuff out that can build these pages and show we can do it, and then we'll just continue to make it more customizable as we move along.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Cool. So I just saved it. We'll preview it again, and we'll connect the wallet. I'm currently very broke, so no ADA, but yeah, so here's the leaderboard. Here's all the addresses. You can click on it and see it on Cardano Scan. And we just thought this was a fun, since Nike kind of popped off the last couple of weeks, we thought this was a fun little project to do. But yeah, that's the demo. And we've already gotten a lot of requests, so it's interesting. We put up a survey asking people what they want to have built. And people are asking for things like, we want to be able to build staking apps, a lot of requests for token and NFT launches, and then a bunch of customized stuff like, hey, I've got this contract, I want to do this or that. So a ton of interest so far, and I think we're well on the way to kind of meeting some of those requirements in the short term.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's just how fast it was to build this compared to how it takes when you're actually writing the code. It's impressive, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's going to be, there's always going to be some sort of I guess, like these systems, right, aren't the same as having a developer that can take any problem and then deconstruct it and build whatever you want, right? There is some sort of finite, capability that these systems will have, but within that finite world, right, there's going to be, there's a very wide range of things that people will be able to do. and we're just really interested to see like what people end up building, right? Like that's the beautiful thing is that people will just start to create new things and bring them to life.
Yeah, so true, so true. What about next steps? What is the roadmap for PlayFix?
Yeah, so on the very like near like right now, working hard to ship this month. You saw the engine work, right? So the engine can take user requests and then return pages and whatnot. We're building out the full, I guess we call it the component library. So it's like the known world of like what it can build. So there will be, feature sections, there will be call to action sections, there can be tables showing transactions. So just building that out and having that ready in the next couple of weeks is our current priority right now. And then from there, we need to build, and we are building the ability to take, like, we'll publish these pages on our domain, right? And then somebody else that has their own domain can then point that domain to our page, and then it'll show up on their own domain. So that's kind of hosted domain service that we are building out. So with those two things, like more components and that, then we'll have a full release where people can build single page Dapps for whatever they need to do. Um, from there, yeah, so I did publish an article over the weekend actually that has our full roadmap, and maybe we can link to that because it goes all the way from like that starting point to, obviously supporting more chains, to having, AI vision that's able to, like, if you have a design in Figma or something like that, we'll be able to take that design and then make it a reality within our app and build it out for you. So yeah, there's like immediate roadmap stuff, and then a little bit down the line, we've got some bigger features planned.
Well, it seems like a lot, but for sure we'll leave the link in the description and people can check it out by themselves because it seems like a lot will happen, right? For PlayFix, a lot will be built, let's say. And how about the team? Who is the team
Yeah.
developing all of these and doing all this work and helping you basically launch this product?
Yeah. So we have myself, I'm a builder, I'm the CEO and builder as well. I'm doing a lot of the, back end AI work and some of the front end stuff. We have our head of engineering. He's a master degree level engineer, really, really sharp dude. That is, he actually he's been with us since the API platform project that we worked on. And he's leading like the architecture and backend development of these systems. His name is Sergey. We have Ben. Ben is head of marketing for us, based out of Thailand. And then we work with, I guess, a kind of a wide range of either front end or full stack developers that have kind of joined us as on an as needed basis to build this out. But you know, we'll get to this in a second. Like, we're reaching a big milestone next week, and from there, we will expand our team and continue to make this thing really, really powerful.
Yeah, yeah. You're probably mentioning the token sale, which we'll
Yeah.
definitely discuss and get into it. And talking about the token, so you're having a token sale, but one question I think we all ask when we see a token being launched is
Yeah.
what is going to be the utility? What is, the
Yeah.
specific tokenomics around the token and what will allow people to do?
Yeah, and we've gone through some iterations of this that, use, yeah, just different, again, yeah, just different iterations. And then like one of them was using the token to do transactions, right? Like
Yeah.
primarily used for transactions. And I think there's a good use case for that at some point, maybe in our future. But for right now, like the token that we're launching now, it does two things on our platform. One, you stake, $10 of our token to unlock all the features that we're talking about, like unlock the premium features.
Okay.
And yeah, that $10 is, calculated at the time of staking and can be withdrawn anytime. It's a small amount, but it just, lets us unlock those features for our customers. And the second one is pretty exciting. We've seen where what people really get excited about when it comes to tokens. And staking rewards are, I think, top amongst that list. And so we really designed our, like, probably the main benefit of our token to get access to our staking rewards program, which on our it's all detailed on our white paper. But we're basically giving we are giving 34% of our revenue to that staking pool that gets evenly distributed to the people holding the token.
Okay, cool. So it's like the
Yeah.
more success the platform has, the
Yeah,
revenue is distributed by the supporters that actually stake the token, right?
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
good.
I mean, it's builders helping builders is kind of how we think about it.
Yeah, no, that's good because it's a way like to where if the platform succeeds, if you think it is valuable and has a lot of potential, then you know that the token will also reflect on it because you have a direct connection between those two things, right?
That's right.
Mm.
Exactly.
Knows, maybe in the future for governance and future ideas, that could be something you guys could explore as well. Because I don't know, but you have a community, they have the token, they might be super keen on like supporting certain features. So maybe you can have a vote or something like that using the token, and the community basically tells you what
Yeah.
they want, which is also like good for you, right? Because instead of
Yeah.
wondering, you have the community coming out and telling you what you need, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even just seeing that in action right now with the survey we did, and like people telling us like, hey, this is what we want. It really is like the voting mechanism can be a really powerful thing for us and lead us down the right the right path, hopefully. And I would definitely be open to that. And be excited for. I mean, if it does pick up enough steam, we do reach our goals and it gets to that point, I would love it. And I think the Cardano community, this is how it works, right? I mean, the voting mechanism seems to be really baked into the core of the Cardano culture.
Everyone likes to give their opinion and for it to be listened, right, in this community.
Yeah, exactly.
All
Hey,
right.
if people are telling me what to build, it makes it so much easier, right?
Yeah, exactly. As a builder, that's perfect. Better than to
Yeah,
guess or having to chase people to get their feedback and their ideas, right?
exactly.
But okay, let's come to what matters, and especially because it's time sensitive. You guys are having a token sale very soon, on the
Yeah.
8th of July, right? Can you tell us more details about this token sale?
Yeah, sure. So it actually is the 9th of July.
Ah,
We
okay.
sh- we just pushed it by a day. The 8th is a Monday. It's holidays here in America, so or this week there's a big holiday, so we decided to push it by a day. So July 9th, um, we are launching on Coinecta. It's a launchpad that has a really good track record and run by some really good guys that have. I mean, they've really helped us, I think, shape our tokenomics from what it was before to something that I think is really beneficial to everybody who's going to participate in this round. So I got to give a lot of credit to those guys for helping us lead us down the right path there. Um, we're selling, it's the public sale round. So if anybody looks at our tokenomics, we're selling the public sale round. It's 60% of our token. So we just want to get as much of it out there as possible. There's zero vesting period on that. So we'll do TGE a day after, and people will have their token. And then it's the pressure's on us to get this thing shipped to everybody. Yeah.
Cool, cool. Sounds awesome. Yeah, I'm sure you'll have some more information on the token. We'll put that in the description of the video. Probably like, I don't know,
Yeah.
an article or just the links for the token sale. We'll put them so that people can easily access
Yeah.
them and go through all the process. Does it require QIC or something like that, or that's not needed?
Yeah, we're not doing KYC, but we are doing some geo blocking. So
Okay, for
yeah,
legal.
I'll share the yeah I'll yeah I know we have to abide by certain
Of
regulations, I
course.
guess. So I'll share the links with you to Coinecta as well as to our white paper, and then
Awesome.
we have discords and stuff like that. But Yeah, and on the Coinecta page, it'll show which countries will end up being geo-blocked. But we're not doing KYC for this round.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Anything else, Tobias, that is important that we haven't mentioned? Any message you want to leave for the Cardano community?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we like this community because we were evaluating other chains, previously, and really it was the launch chain. Like we always knew we wanted to be multi-chain compatible within our interface. It just makes sense, right? There's no reason to limit it to one chain. But really, it was like, where are we going to find a home now? And I think we ended up deciding on Cardano because it does feel like the builder's chain. You look at through all the Catalyst projects and whatnot, and you see a very heavy emphasis on building awesome technology. And we thought combined with us bringing that kind of bridging the gap to just regular users and helping them use that awesome technology through a simple to use interface, we thought it was a perfect combo. So we're really glad to be part of this community and want to bring a lot of value to the ecosystem. There's a lot of talk about just liquidity being an issue and stuff like that. We think we can be a gateway to bringing more liquidity into Cardano through our platform. So, we'd love to see people join and participate in the round. And then if you do, you have an incentive to share PlayFix and get more people using it, and everybody wins. So that's what I hope happens.
Yeah, that's true. It can be a win-win situation for everyone involved, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, thank you so much, Tobias. I think this was great, super informative, and I invite everyone to go check out the token sale, check out PlayFix, definitely a project that's worth diving into. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.